Hey everyone, Bear Golf Society here. I am in Cornwall and I'm playing in Perranporth, which I think is Cornish for really difficult. First one, par four. It was a beautiful day, glorious warm weather. Perranporth is a links course and it is hard. Lots and lots of blind shots. So I'd never played here before. Luckily, I teamed up with two locals who showed me the way. But it's a beautiful, beautiful golf course. There's a bit of a wind, which helped a little bit, but mostly kept us from overheating. The greens were tricky to read. That just missed and then flew 6 feet past the hole, and bit of a heartbreaker. There's a few heartbreakers actually here. Yeah. So hole two, par five. A lot of these holes, you really have got not a notion where you should be going, even with a very handy course guide and hole planner. Still very difficult. Put myself up in the the heather, not the heather, in the dunes. Decent second shot. This was a longest shot, 160 meters, but it was downhill, wind behind. Should have hit a seven, hit a nine wood instead, and left myself predictably short. But I really didn't want to go out the back because out the back is basically the Atlantic Ocean. So that one was okay. Um, and then again, putting is going to be what the putting is. Bit of a pity. Two lovely guys who I played with, both members. It was a slow day, and they caught up to me very quickly on this is my interesting new putting style. They were. And it was very kind of them to go around with myself and my daughter who was filming for me and showing us the way. This series of holes here, there's just, you can't even see the fairway. Fairway is really down in the hollows. If you make a mistake, you're dead. Played it safe, too safe, in fact. Wound up again in the high grass, spent a lot of time there. Um, Left myself, I did a few of these really on the edges behind a tuft of grass. And this actually I think this is probably one of the best chip shots I've ever played in my life. I was astonished it went as well as that. If you can hear seagulls in the background, it's because I'm in Newquay and Cornwall. We're here for a few days. I'm playing Newquay Golf Course tomorrow, actually. I'm sure there'll be a video for that coming sooner or later. So that was an incredibly good result, I felt, for not a very well played hole. You'll occasionally see me wearing a hat, cosplaying as an American tourist, but it was a very, very warm day. Some of the holes we don't have complete footage of because there were some slight camera malfunctions. Probably the less said of some of those, the better anyway. But I felt like I was hitting the ball okay. As you all know, you have seen me before. I have a fairly janky swing. Not as flexible as I'd like to be, but that was okay. Now this shot was not great, and in a moment you'll hear my my child's commentary on it.
Oh no. Oh no. The rains over there.
Yeah, well, there you are. But this next shot landed on the green. I thought it was very pleased with the shot, but by the time I walked up there, this is why I'm laughing. It rolled backwards off the green. It wound up about 30 meters away from where it actually landed. I was astonished. Watched the guy next to me do a Texas wedge, blast it past the hole. So I thought I'd be a little bit more cautious, but that didn't really typically work out well either. Decent line, just not enough power.
I'd quickly mark it.
I'm hurrying up to play it there because I was worried it was actually going to get hit by the wind and just get blown off again. Not too bad, and then just a little tap in. So I did okay. Shot in the mid 90s, which for the first time on a course, never played before, I think is actually reasonable. I'd played in the Cotswolds the 2 or 3 days before on the way to Newquay, and there I played a pretty good round, shot an 87 in fact. I think I did a short on TikTok. So my golf game is pretty good shape, but this is a course that does not lend itself to low scores on the first attempt. That was just a bad, bad, bad putt. And that was a pretty good putt. So this is my first time playing a links course in the UK or in England. Well, according to Cornish people, this is not England. This is Cornwall. They think it's a separate country, which
Ooh.
I fully supportive of. But it's my first time playing links course outside of Ireland, and
Oh wow.
I loved it. I must say, very hard. I don't think I would necessarily love the golf course until I played it a few more times to really understand it a bit better. This is a shockingly bad chip. This club very nearly got stamped over my knee after that shot because it was just so bad. Again, a little miss, and the ball just
That's
kept on
rough.
rolling. That happened a lot. Some beautiful views though of the tee. Absolutely glorious shots.
Come round. Come round.
This is a pretty good one. First drive just down, landed in the fairway, rolled down towards the rough and left. Second shot got me on the green. My daughter taking a very prone position for filming, worm's eye view, I suppose. But for birdie, which doesn't happen very often, got me close-ish, and then a nice little tap in par is always lovely. Again, a completely blind tee shot. They do have markers, but the markers are all set for the white tees, and we were playing off the yellows. So half the time the markers were not actually pointing us in the right direction. That was a poor club selection. Took a 9-wood out of the rough. It was light enough rough, so I thought it'd be okay. And just put myself in the rough a little bit further. Again, the hat makes an appearance cosplaying the American. And here another one of these things. This time around, I used the wedge to use the putter. And I think this
Pretty
might
good.
actually be one of the best putts I've ever put as well. So really did not expect that to get it close. So yeah, quite pleased with that. Now we actually played the back nine first, but I'm putting it on screen in order of holes just for the flow of it. But yeah, so the first couple of holes we're playing by ourselves, and then the guys from who are members caught up with us. So here, because I didn't have no guidance, I really had no real notion of where I was going. So I blew it past the green, chipped on, not too bad, pretty close, but then it just kept on rolling forever. And that's a feature of the round. This is a pretty frustrating end. That was not a great putt. And then didn't settle, didn't really take my time. And then rather than being down for 5-2, I'm down for 6-3, which is irritating. But lesson there is take your time and line up your putts properly. Again, a beautiful, beautiful view. Just a really rather good shot, actually. Um, First time in Cornwall. It's a lovely place. It's very much like Donegal, only with a bit more cultivated land and a lot more sunshine. Here, still just not 100% sure where I was going. Um, like I say, this course, even with a course map and a stroke saver guide, is still fairly impenetrable to first-time players. Yeah, putting was not on fire today in any way, shape, or form. Again, yet another blind shot over the tees, basically looking like you're heading out into the
Oh
Atlantic.
no.
So very spectacular, but not really conducive to amazingly low scores. Only one shot in that one, unfortunately. Camera fail. Here again, I think the line is just between the two lines of dunes there, so you just have to trust that the ball's going to go where you want to over the dunes. I've now been joined by the two other guys, so the direction of golf starts to get a little bit better. The line here is just basically directly over that path, so they told me.
Go, go, go.
which is more or less where it went. Wound up in the fairway. That was good. See one of the marker poles there about where I should be going.
Ooh. Oh shit.
Pushed that quite a bit right of that, unfortunately.
Okay.
There are not many bunkers in this course. There's about six, and I managed to put myself
Don't worry,
behind,
everything's on
to put
video.
one of the bunkers between me and the flag, which was quite a feat. They say they didn't often see people down that position, so I can feel proud of that at least. Decent chip, got it up, got it close, ish.
Oh, oh, ah.
And quite a lot of near misses, putting wise.
Yeah, because I assumed it would break a little bit. It didn't break at all.
One thing that this course has, which I was not expecting, is snakes. Being from Ireland, quite famously, we don't have any snakes here or there. But when I was rooting around the rough, one of the guys just called over and said, "Be careful of the adders," which was a bit of a shock. But there are. Luckily, I can report that no one got bit, so that's positive. But something I'll certainly be bearing in mind when I play golf here again. Decent enough shots. So this is the 17th, but obviously this we're playing the back nine first, so we're coming up to the turn. Lovely clubhouse, very, very friendly people. Stopped off, got a pint of Coke and a pint of ice water for myself
Oh,
and
oh,
the kid,
oh.
and then went into the second half, which was the front nine, refreshed. The putting was really not playing today at all. The views down 18 are lovely. You get a great view into the village. It's a cute little town, just about 20 minutes, I think, west of Newquay. Really nice. I'd recommend this place to anyone. Very, very friendly people in the pro shop, very friendly people in the bar, and going by the two golfers I met on the course, very friendly membership as well. So yeah, would recommend it.
This one out.
There you go. That was a lovely round of golf at Perranporth. I will certainly be back and would recommend it to anyone.